I love it. And, you know, it's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes, but the fact that I might lose my fucking house over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with, that's the worst feeling. Here we go. You ready for this? All right. Well, folks. Now, hold on. Before you say a word, it's actually not what you think it is. This is why this is going to be very unique.
And somebody tell DSP to get off my dick.
So let's rewind this a bit, shall we? Now, as I said, this is literally Detractor Inception. We're going to watch the start of a Detractor video with an intro and everything. Then it's going to get to the video. Then it's going to be another Detractor video playing within the video. So you're going to see a video within a video, which is fascinating. Did you ever think you would see this? In fact, you know what? Here, just for the intros, we got to mute the music. Let's pause the music so we can hear these amazing intros. You ready? So this, for the record, all credit goes to Red Dale, who is a detractor of LTG. You ready for this? Here is his intro. Here he is. He's arrived. And this is funny because these are all different scenes from things that LTG's been involved in over the years. Like that was him at the streamer awards from years ago, presenting an award. Everyone booed him off the stage. The infamous Detractor story that apparently he pooped in his shower or something like that. It was a guy in the FGC who was disabled, who LTG got into a beef with, had a challenge match against, and lost. They're showing him firing heat seekers at him. It's pretty epic. Joking at his age, at age 45. He's not 45, but he always acts like he's not old when he is in his 40s. The piss jug disposal room. The infamous LTG piss jug story that he says he pees in a jug rather than going to the bathroom. This guy's crazy. That is just, I'm sorry. Even I don't know what the content of the video is. That's an epic intro. Can we all applaud that? So that's a lot of effort goes into that shit. And the funny part is I know my detractors have intros too, but it's like, dude, that's like well done. It's very entertaining just to watch, okay? All right, so like I said, this is going to be LTG commentating on Wings of Redemption via, I guess someone sent him this Breaking Banquet video. So if you don't know it, Breaking Banquet is one of Wings' detractors. So Red Dale is a detractor of LTG. Breaking Banquet is a detractor of Wings of Redemption. So now we're going to see another intro. You ready? So this is, now obviously this is blurry as shit, right? This is his webcam blown up. This is LTG's streaming setup, all right? This is the room he actually broadcasts out of every day for his job. This is his job, all right? This is, oh, you can't even see what I'm blocking either. Hold on a second, all right? Let me show you what's behind me before we even begin with this. Okay, I realized I'm blocking something. Ready? I don't know what that is on the floor. It looks like, it's like a rug that's like a smiling sun, like a rainbow smiling sun happy face. It looks like something you'd have in a baby's room. That's what's on the floor in his streaming room, okay? I want to be sure you saw that before we continue, okay? There's a giant blank white wall behind him with nothing on it, and that's his streaming room. Now, just for the record, that's actually his streaming setup. That's not like, oh, I caught him on a bad day, and he just wasn't ready, and he just did an impromptu stream. He didn't just move into this house, and he's just getting set up, okay? That's what he does every day to make money. And he calls himself a professional. He says that he's a full-time, content creator. He's been in this game for so long. This is what he's come up with after all these years, over a decade that he's been on the internet. Now, just for the record, this actually isn't his old setup because he moved, I think in the last year or something like that, to a new house. So technically, this is his new setup. In his old setup, it used to look exactly the same, except the difference was on his back wall, he had these soundproofing panels. And I say that soundproofing panels. I say that very loosely because they weren't. I'll explain that in a second.
How about this? Why don't one of you niggas pull up and catch the fade? Pull up and catch the fade, bro. Pull up and catch the fade.
He also had some lighting that was like glued to his wall to the side of him. Now, a couple years ago, all right, he was talking shit about me. And I said, first of all, take a look at the soundproofing he has in the back. You realize that's not soundproofing. Those are those little felt, like cheap panels. You can get those at like the dollar store, or actually I know where he got them. He got them off Temu. You know that website Temu? It's like the Chinese company or whatever, drop shipping garbage. He got them off there. I know because they're right there. Like if you search soundproofing, it's the first thing that comes up on the site. And you can buy like 30 of them for like $12. So he basically just went to Temu and he ordered like 2-3 packs of those and he just glued them to his back wall, probably with tape or something. They don't actually do soundproofing, but they look like, you know, hexagons or whatever. So he was basically doing it for like a design thing, but they're incredibly cheap. Right? It was so cheap, didn't do anything, but he wanted to act like he was a professional. He had this nice fancy background. Look what I have, right? And he wanted to act like he was rich and affluent and makes all this money. So he had all this stuff, but it only took me one time mentioning it in a video, basically saying, dude, you look like you're, you know, this is like, let's be honest, ghetto level streaming. Like it's bootleg, it's cheap as shit. It looks awful, you know, up your game on your stream. And literally he took it all down. He took it all down. He never put it back up. So he heard me criticizing it. He's like, oh shit. And then he just completely got rid of it all. And now his is his new place. He literally has nothing. He put nothing up at all. Like he didn't even bother to put a single thing up in his setup where he streams. This guy is the textbook case of someone who is an egomaniac. He feels like his streams are the absolute best content on the planet. He will criticize everyone else and say, you got to work on this. You got to improve this. You got to do this. But when you look at his own content, none of it holds up for his own content. Like he'll say, you know, oh, this guy's a bum. He's broke. You can tell. But look at his setup. Like right now, look at that webcam. It looks like LTG is streaming from his grandmother's spare bedroom. It looks like at any moment she could come crashing through the door, yelling at him, saying, Dale, why didn't you take out the trash, Dale? Dale, what are you doing, Dale? You're supposed to do to clean the kitty litter today, Dale. Why are you on stream again, Dale? But then he's going to go and talk shit to everyone else. Like, dude, your setup is awful. It looks like ass. And then on top of that, this is the other thing about this guy. He always has this on the screen, okay? His supposed sub account. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if that's subscribers on Twitch. I don't know if that's supposed to be subscribers on Kick. I don't know if that's members on YouTube. I don't know if that's number of viewers he's banned out of the total number of viewers he has. I don't know what that is. It doesn't say. At a glance, I have no idea what it means. I also don't care because, quite frankly, everyone knows that LTG viewbots and self-subs himself all the time to make him look more affluent than he really is. He looks like he's rich and he's like a big dude. He's not. He's a phony. He has always been a phony. Someone who the only way that he feels he can be successful is by presenting a false product to the internet, a false persona of I'm a big, tough guy. I'm a manly guy. I'm very testosterone fueled. I'm better than you. I'm bigger than you. My streams are better than yours. I make more money than you. And it's all fake. It's all been proven that it's all botted. It's all nonsense. He said he has thousands of viewers on his streams, but his chat doesn't move. What are they all doing? Did they all have broken keyboards? They can't type? No, they're all viewbots. All of his content is constant fake stuff. The guy has this really self-created persona of ego and success that doesn't exist. It's all smoke and mirrors, all right? So when you see this, you're like, I don't know what this is. No one else does either, because we all know it's not real. Do you really think this guy has 3,053 paid subscriptions right now? Hell no. If he did, he wouldn't be streaming from that room. It's insane. The guy thinks people buy this crap? Of course they don't. They watch it like, this guy's the fakest guy I've ever seen. You know, he's so full of it. Everything he says out of his mouth. He'll talk junk constantly, but then when you actually call him out on his junk, he always changes the subject or moves the goalpost or changes. For example, for years, the discussion was that LTG is the black DSP. That basically he's trying to emulate what I did in my youth as someone in the Street Fighter community, as a content creator, talking shit, talking down to people, causing drama, okay?
Something like that. I can't remember. I was like trying to, you know, give him a little bit of advice how to use his weight and use his fatness to his advantage. You know, start doing food reviews. If I'm going to be fat, I might as well market myself off of it. Why not?
If I were to take any advice from anyone on the internet, the last person that I would ask for any advice would be that man in the corner there. Like, what advice are you giving? You're not better off than anyone else. It's really confusing. I don't know. You tell me what kind of advice LTG could give you about anything. If maybe in the gym, maybe in the gym. I don't know. I don't know what the guy's workout regimen is. Apparently, he has documented his workouts and stuff like that. So maybe that's the one thing. But outside of that, what else could he possibly give you advice on? Like, why would you even want advice from this man?
I
Right.
guess this video
Of
is
course,
showing what he...
everyone in the chat's like, well, all his negative stuff, like how to avoid child support payments, how to take out a mortgage with your best friend and act like you did it yourself. I know, these are all the detractor memes this guy has around him constantly that circle around him and he can't avoid. He never disproves them. He just says they're not true.
People usually buy a house with their spouse, but you were going to buy one with your buddy, Ferris. You don't have the credit score or the debt-to-income ratio.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up, you broke ass nigga! God damn, you niggas don't know shit about me. Why the fuck would I buy a crib with a nigga? The fuck are these niggas talking about? The fuck off my motherfucking dick!
But then he never disproves them either. Like for me, a lot of the stuff around me was basically based on like a factoid of truth that, you know, yeah, did I play mobile games? Sure I did. You know, of course I did. Not to the extent that people say I did, but I absolutely did. And now, you know, I've moved on from that. I've improved. But this guy just like, no, I don't have a daughter. No, I didn't take out a mortgage with another guy, but we have all the paperwork. We see right now you could go on a website. We could see it says that you owe back pay for this child support. You're not paying it. Like it's in black and white. We could see it. It's not like, oh, it's a lie. Like, it's there. No. Let's get some advice from this guy, though, right? This is the kind of guy that I definitely need some life-changing, you know, factoids about how to behave myself as a streamer. I'm really going to learn. At least I'll learn how to... one thing, maybe I can figure out how to say that I have 3,000 subs that don't exist and fake it. I don't know.
He's been up to recently. I know he had a fight.
Here it is. Okay.
And they got a whole intro. Damn, a whole Breaking Bad intro.
Yes.
What is
But the funny part I find about this, he's like, wow, there's a whole Breaking Bad intro. Like, dude, we just watched the intro to your Detractors, and it was just as good, if not better. This guy really lives in like this weird bubble of isolation where he doesn't know anything about anything around him, I guess, right?
Breaking Banquet.
You're goddamn right.
You're goddamn right.
Well,
That's
me,
great.
it's because I'm good looking. And everybody that makes videos about me are ugly fucks. There's a difference.
What? What did he just say?
Well, me, it's because I'm good looking. And everybody that makes videos about me are ugly fucks. There's a difference.
Press X to doubt that every person who makes a video about LTG makes a video about him because he's good looking. That's what he just said. Now, I don't know if he's joking or he actually believes that. To say that on your stream in public in front of your audience.
Man, get this, bro. Focus on that hairline, bro. How about this? Your next stream goal
Here we go.
should say turkey transplant hairline trip. So the
Okay, you're talking about why are you talking about my looks? Who cares about how I look? I can come out with a paper bag on my head. I can come out looking like Jabba the Hutt. Like, who cares about... dude, I'm a game streamer. You understand? I'm not in a modeling agency. I'm not trying to be in fucking the Barbie movie, right? Why are you so hung up on looks? I'm really at a loss. You realize you're a streamer too. Maybe that... Oh shit. Oh, maybe we touched upon... Maybe he doesn't realize he's a streamer. Does he think that he's like a movie star or something? I mean, does he... You know... To him, everything is about looks, right? It's like, dude, like, you're a streamer too. Like, everything you're saying, do you really... I'm curious, does he think that the reason that he has viewership is because of how he looks? That people think he's attractive and that's why they're coming to his streams? Is that legit why he thinks he has 3,000 subs on Twitch? It's like, what? What did he just say? Like, are you insane?
But me, it's like, as far as Wings goes, I don't really understand what the obsession is when it comes to him. Me, I get it. I'm good looking. Men are obsessed with me. People are zesty. Men are hyper focused on me, so on and so forth.
People are zesty. I'm good. That's what it is. People are zesty. So he thinks that a bunch of gay guys on the internet are obsessed with him. Last time I noticed, people who have crushes on you don't usually make thousands of detractor videos about you on the internet. I'm just saying. Like, maybe they would have asked him out on a date or something and send him a bouquet, maybe some chocolates. right? Send them like a weight set or something, you know. They, you know, doesn't really prompt that if someone has a crush on you, they make thousands of Detractor videos and make a lot of money on you. That usually isn't the association that I think, but maybe in his head.
You are gay. The sooner you realize that, the better.
Imagine if I was like that. Well, guys, fucking tried to meal prep today. Chicken fell on the fucking floor. Cat started eating it. Let them have the chicken.
Are we getting insight again into LTG? I think he's doing it again. So I think what he's doing is he's I'm going to put myself into the, like, what would this be if I was depressed? And he's describing his day as if he were depressed, but already he's revealing things about his life. Like he has those meal prep kits. Do you know what those are? So basically, if you are not able to cook for yourself, you have no cooking talent whatsoever.
And then when we broke up, less money, no one cooking for me anymore. You know, it was basically a giant, no moral support. That was the other thing. If anything went wrong, I was on my own.
You could subscribe to one of these insanely overpriced meal prep kits. And what they'll do is they will mail you individual meals portioned out. And all you have to do is open the kit, combine the ingredients. Usually it's something easy to do, like a quick stir fry or a quick bake. No real cooking skill required. And then you have a meal that's healthy and you know, what you would want for your lifestyle. But it's insanely expensive. Like, they way overcharge you because they did all the prep for you because you basically are inept and can't figure it out for yourself. So he's basically admitting that he's an idiot, that he's willing to way overpay to get daily meals pre-made for him that he can just squirt a sauce on and toss in the microwave or toss in a wok and stir fry or just toss in his oven. He can't go to the supermarket and buy groceries because that's too hard. He has to subscribe to a meal service to do it.
Then fucking go to the gym. Somebody grabs the last 100-pound dumbbells. Can't do my chest press.
And for the record, this is a guy who claims he's insanely affluent. He says, I make so much money in bank. I make more money than anyone. I got 3,000 paid subs. He goes to the gym every day. If you have a big house, which he claims, he just moved into a giant house, I'm sure one of the rooms is perfect for a workout room. Why don't you get a home gym? Why don't you do it at home? That way you never have to drive to the gym to do that shit. And then you can actually have all the equipment that you want. You never have to worry that someone's using the equipment. You have to wait for them. It's all dirty and shit. But why do you have to go to the gym? And, you know, you could think about it for a few different reasons. Number one, he's lying. He doesn't actually have a big house where he could have a home gym. He's just full of crap. Number two, he's not affluent. He doesn't have money to buy a home gym. He's a liar there too. If you were affluent, if you had a giant house, you'd probably have a really awesome home gym that you could use at all times. Like, why would you go to the physical gym and have to pay the weekly or the monthly membership, deal with waiting in line, dirty machines, people bothering you, all the nonsense? Why would you do that? The reason people go to the gym is because they can't afford a home gym, and to them, it's an easier way to get it into their routine. I got to drive there or whatever. This guy, he had to get an oil change and it took 3 hours. Oh no. Are you telling me that LTG has one of those plans with the dealership? Oh no. This just gets worse. So let me get this straight. Okay? So he has a meal plan. He can't make meals for himself. So someone does it for him and he pays them exorbitant amounts of money to do it. And the meals, by the way, aren't very good either. So he's scammed there. He goes to the gym every day. He can't afford a home gym. He gets his oil changed through the dealership. So he has to wait 3 hours to get his oil changed. He could literally drive to Jiffy Lube down the street and your oil will be changed in 20 minutes. No line. But he goes to the dealership. Let's keep going. He's very smart, this man.
Gym was too crowded.
And it's funny because someone in chat just said, but this is all hypothetical. No, you see, that's the thing with LTG. What he says actually is his life. You think he's making it up. No, he's actually describing things he does during the day. And if he were depressed, how he would tackle each thing and how he could see, this is how my day would be if I was depressed like Wings. This is his actual schedule. He's not just pulling this out of his butt, but the thing is, he doesn't realize he's exposing to the internet his lifestyle. Low cow.
Nah, a man like him doesn't eat steak and eggs. That'd be the last thing that he needs.
And that's it. Okay. Well, there you go.